Alright, so back out here again today, and we're going to be installing some goodies on the truck. I've actually already opened this up, but I'm going to be opening on the camera in here and showing you what's in here that we're going to be installing. So if you don't have this on your truck, I would highly recommend it. I have it on my Chrysler, and I love it. I mean, it's just one of those things that it's one of those comforts. So here we got zip ties, wiring harness, and here we got a hood latch. So hood latch. And then here should be the dead giveaway of what we're installing. Remote start. Not just any remote start, this is Mopar brand remote start. Everything you get in the kit. So we got the hood latch here with the sensor, or the plug-in as you call it. You have your wiring harness with your ground, and then you have the little RAM connector that goes into the modules. There's a ground wire, zip ties, and then 2 key fobs, which whenever you go to the dealership they will want this all, and then they're going to program your keys. So I actually ordered a tool, as you can call it, that'll hopefully take care of that for me. And as soon as the Amazon driver shows up, I will show you what I bought. As for now, let's go out here to the driveway and start installing this stuff. So it shouldn't take too long. It's about an hour and a half, maybe tops. So we'll see. We got both batteries disconnected. Now we're going to mark the hood latch, disconnect our cable. That way when we put our new hood latch on, we can put it back to the same exact spot, and there won't be any issues with the hood closing. And then we'll go ahead and run our wire. So we'll find a way to route that wire somewhere so it's away from the heat, and then we'll move on to the next step. Step number 1 complete. I don't know what this yellowish stuff is. I don't know if it's grease or what, but went ahead and marked with a black Sharpie on here, so I know where to put the new one. So we're going to go ahead and reconnect this cable and reinstall this. Looks like we're in good shape with it closing. So what I actually did is there's a little hole right here that I actually traced with the Sharpie, and I thought it was all lined up, and this side was perfectly lined up, but this side wasn't. So filling that hole in with a Sharpie in a circle really actually helps out. check this out. We got deliveries. So Amazon guy just dropped off the package I've been waiting for. So we'll actually get into this in a little bit once I figure out how to run all this wire and plug it in. And then this should be the last step to program the keys. As you can see, the truck is mostly wrapped up. I just played hell about 20 minutes ago trying to get the plug in under the dash, and I will actually show pictures of it. Let's see if I can get up in here real quick. So the problem is there's not very much room in here, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it, maybe not. See that white box back in there? The very tip-top connector back there, which you can't even see it. There's a tip-top connector, which you might be able to see right there. That connector is what holds the pins in for the, I think it's called the BCM. And so you actually have to unplug that, take the little harness off there that keeps them all locked in there, and then it says in the little guide, if there's a pin in there, remove it. My luck, there was a pin, so had to remove the pin. And then I had to install the new pin that came with the harness. So everything's plugged back in, ready to go. I just got to unbox my new tool and see if I can get it to program the keys. Alright, so it's the following day after we installed the hood latch and the sensor. And so I actually had to take it to the dealership to get them to program the BCM, the body control module, and also program my keys, because OBD Link MX Plus does not have an iPhone app that can let you change the settings in the truck, and I didn't know that until I ever bought this, which I'm actually going to keep this because I can actually use it as a scanning tool. But you have to have an Android phone to be able to download the Alpha OBD app to be able to control the settings in your truck. So unfortunately, I have an iPhone, I don't have an Android, so I actually had to take it to the dealership. Now, that being said, the dealership did charge $159 after tax to program the BCM and to program the 2 new key fobs. So in total, if you don't count the OBD Link MX Plus I bought, you're about $380. I'll post a part number up here on the screen of what I bought, and it's about $380 to swap over to a factory remote start in the truck, and I'm going to show you how I ran the wires. I tell you, this truck is so filthy this time of the year. Okay, so under the hood here, we went ahead and swapped out our little hood latch assembly, and there's a wire actually running from here, a little sensor. It goes under this shroud cover, and then there's a radiator support frame under here, and there's a wire harness underneath that. So it's actually tucked under here, and I have it zip tied multiple places, so it's nice and neat. And it runs along underneath, actually on the top side, sorry, of the wiring harness, but on the underside of this radiator support. It runs down here, and then it drops in behind here, and ran nicely down behind this bracket all around through here, which was a pain to get to wire. Goes down here under this control box, and then it runs under the battery box right here. You can't even see it, it's tucked so well. And then it runs behind this box, and it comes out actually right, I don't think you all are going to be able to see it, but it comes out right here. And then there's a small little hole in the firewall. It comes out there. Oh, sorry, it goes through there, and then under here, see if I can get my phone. Okay, so then under here, if you can see up there, there's a small hole in the firewall, and it actually pokes out through there, and then runs up inside to that white box up there. I don't know how we're going to be able to see it. There you go. And it goes into the very tip-top wiring harness up there. And that is a pain to do. That's what it consists of to go to a remote start on your truck if you want to go the factory way. I know there's some other ways, but the whole reason I went with factory was because, for one, I've noticed when you go with electronics, if you go with the OEM, it does a lot better quality and it works a lot better. You know, just like fitment. Fitment's a lot better usually. So, and I also wanted it on my keys. I didn't want to carry a bunch of keys around, you know, big bulky keys. So it's actually on one set of keys right here. And with that hood latch, what it'll do is if you double tap this, the truck won't start at all. And the reasoning behind that is because if you're under the hood changing your serpentine belt or anything like that, you know, working on it, then you don't want this to go off in your pocket and fire the truck up. So the hood has to be shut to activate this. So we'll go ahead and do that, show you it works. So hood's shut, and we'll just double tap this. Lights a flash, and truck will fire right up. So, and then to turn it off, you just double tap it again. Or sorry, single tap it. But, and I know what you're thinking. Don't even have to say anything. I already know. So I'm actually going to take these headlights out and actually put my OEM ones back in. So unfortunately, I will have my little amber reflector back in here, but don't worry, those are going to go away here soon, hopefully. And we're going to be getting some black projector headlights. Nothing crazy, nothing built yet, but I'm going to go ahead and swap over to that. As well as I've been thinking about it, and I might do the fender flares, the factory fender flares, because that'll actually help out with all this mud and grime slinging up here. Which, that's going to be, those fender flares won't do much whenever I get my new wheel and tire package, but just whenever I run these, it'll help me out, because I mean, it's just covered. And I just washed the truck the other day. So that's going to do it for this video. I hope it was informative, and you know, I explained it good enough. So if you want to go to a factory remote start on your truck, and you have a 2017 Ram, or roughly the same year, I think it's the 13 to 18, I believe. I'm not sure exactly, but I'll post the part number of the part that I got, and my truck is a 2017 Ram 2500. So I'll go ahead and put the part number up here, as well as in the description. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. At 2,000 subscribers, we'll be doing the giveaway, and we're still about 1,200 away. So it's going to be a little bit, but if you share it with your friends and have them subscribe, it's just going to go that much faster. So we will hit 2,000 subscribers. It's either next month, the month after, who knows, even a year, worst case scenario. So no matter what happens, we're going to hit that 2,000 subscribers, and we're just going to keep growing from here. So go ahead and do me a favor and hit the like button and subscribe. And if you haven't already, go over and follow me on Instagram. So, peace.
Ryan Little.